Hey there everyone, and welcome back to another Obi-Wan review. So we are on part 4. Piotr says hi Piotr, welcome to today's review. So with Obi-Wan, I like to leave it a few days, so then it allows you guys to watch it as well, and you can come and have a chat whilst I'm doing my review. So episode, I can't believe we're on part 4 already. It's like we've only got 2 more episodes left. What? It's just, I think it's because it was 2 episodes on the Friday, then a 3rd episode on the following Wednesday. It's just gone mad, like really quickly, and everything. So happy days. So I'm going to try and do as spoiler free as I can, just to let you guys know that there might be spoilers in the chat if you come in and watch that, so do be mindful of that. And then I'll go into a more spoiler territory, but I will give a bit of a warning before I do so. This episode was 38 minutes long, so it's the shortest of all 4 episodes so far, and it was kind of it was a little bit, you could tell it was a short episode, but I think it was just needed. And what I think with all these Marvel and Star Wars shows and things, you have an hour-long slot with adverts on TV, so you have to fill that time. We will make these episodes as long or as short as possible, as it needs to be, to tell the story, and it only needed to be 40 minutes for this one, in my opinion, which is great. So Piotr says, am I the only one thinking that the series is kind of falling off? So that's quite interesting there, Piotr. I have spoken to some people and they haven't been really interested in this series, but I do actually really enjoy it. And yes, that episode was a little bit slower and things, but a lot of things happen in it as well, and I will go through that in a moment. But I think, me personally, I love how this is going. I really do, and I love Ewan McGregor as an actor. I think he is the one that is pushing this forward, and I do enjoy the girl that plays Leia. I think she's amazing. I've seen a meme the other day, which I will share, not picture-wise, but I'll explain it to you in a little bit as well. So let's go with a spoiler-free. So this one was very emotive to Obi-Wan, I believe. There was a lot in there that would affect him, and we see him changing a little bit now. I think he's come to terms with the fact that Vader is back, or Anakin, as he knows him, is back and is out for him, but he has a job to do. He's still a Jedi, and he still needs to protect Anakin's children. So he does focus more on things, but it is still playing on his mind. We see some older vehicles in this episode that pays a nod to the original trilogy, which was pretty cool. There was a little thing in there that I thought was a bit dull, but again, we'll talk about that in the spoiler section. Let's have a little think. Again, the music just blends in with it. It's good. It's not like I went to watch Jurassic World Dominion last night, and every time the original trilogy characters would come on in a heroic moment, they would have the original Jurassic Park coming on and things, and it's like, that's like in your face noticeable. So I kind of like a score that is like subtle and in the background, and pays a little bit of homage now and then. So it's like, say like Yoda came in, he wouldn't in this series, but if he did come in, a little tinkle into his into the Yoda theme. Yes, I did say tinkle. But yeah, what else? Oh, I've learned something. This is not really a spoiler thing, but Piotr did point this out to me, and I have looked at it more as well since that. And the voice of James Earl Jones is actually put together synthetically, so they take all his lines that he's done previously for different things, clean it up, and then put it together digitally. So somebody would say it and it'll pick up on the words and comes out. So because you do pick up a little bit of Hayden Christensen's voice a little bit in some places, so they probably did use his. I haven't looked fully into it yet, but they use his voice and then synthesize it to James Earl Jones's voice, because the thing is, James Earl Jones is, I think he's 93, so he is a bit old to be still doing voice acting for Vader, really. Piotr says, you know what, I think I will cry if they show Clone Wars flashbacks in the show. I'm not too sure whether they'll show Clone Wars flashbacks in this series, but in Ahsoka, in the new series of Ahsoka, they have reshot the last scene of Clone Wars as live action. So there are more chances of there being flashbacks of Clone Wars in the Ahsoka series. Rebels, sorry, not Ahsoka. Of Clone Wars. No, there probably will be some flashbacks of Clone Wars in there as well, because they took the end scene, I do believe, of Clone Wars, not Rebels, and put that in. But I haven't seen the trailer myself because I wasn't at Celebration, unfortunately. I'm going to try and get to Celebration next year, because it is in London in April, and I wouldn't have long come back from Florida, from Disney World, so I will do my very, very best to go and see, to go to Celebration and bring you all the information as soon as it happens and as soon as I am able to. So make sure to click that subscribe button and the notification bell. I'm gonna go into spoiler territory now, guys. There's not a lot I can do when we get to these points in these reviews. There's not a lot I can say that's spoiler free, unfortunately, other than the actor was good, the music's great, and blah blah blah. So let's go into spoiler territory. So if you haven't watched it and you don't want any spoilers, then do pause this video, go watch it and come back, and then we'll have a chat in the comments down below. But if you have watched it, great, carry on watching and continue chatting on the chat there. So we start off with Obi-Wan in the Bacta tank. Now I like this scene because as well as Obi-Wan being in the Bacta tank, Vader was in the Bacta tank as well. And you can see that they were kind of connected at the time, which was, yeah, I really enjoyed that little scene and things. And obviously Obi-Wan waking up and freaking out that he's in a Bacta tank. He's just seen his apprentice alive and trying to murder him. Yes, that was a nice, really nice touch at the scene there. So one of these smuggling Jedi smugglers refers to Obi as the general, which I thought that was a nice touch. So I don't know, I didn't really pick up on who that character was, whether he was a soldier in the Republic Army back in the time, so he knows him as a general, or whether it's just an act of respect because he is a Jedi and he was a general. So I thought that was a really nice touch there. So we carry on and we find out that the Inquisition's home, their base, is in the Mustafar system, which is interesting because it is the same system as Vader Castle. And where Darth Vader really was born, as we know him in the big suit and stuff. Piotr just said, R.I.P. Wade 2022 to 2022. Lol. I'm glad you picked up on that, Piotr, because it's one of my I think, yes, literally my last point I've got here. I got Wade died. Didn't know who he was, so didn't really care. It's like there wasn't enough we weren't connected with him, and there was this whole Wade didn't make it, and it's like, oh, okay. What about all those stormtroopers that died? It's like, do we pay a little bit of respect to them? No. It's like, you need to, if you want an emotional story with it, you need to like show him he's got a family or something. Give us something, not just this guy who smuggles people. So yeah, it's a bit by the way. Bit weird. Piotr says, by the way, I refer to that guy from the episode who got introduced and killed fans. All right, yeah. I got it, Piotr. Don't worry. I got it. So, yeah, let's go back a little bit. And we do find out it's like why a little bit more that Obi-Wan got his butt whooped pretty much in the last episode. The Force has gone from him pretty much. He's neglecting the Force really, and he's not that strong with it anymore. And you can see that when he's trying to move objects with the Force, and they say on not only is your body's not the only thing that's healing, because he hasn't really used the Force for 10 years. He hasn't really wielded his lightsaber for 10 years, and he is getting older, so that's why he's no longer being able to like do all these special tricks and use the Force and things, because he hasn't been practicing it. It's like I'm sure if you stopped doing something for 10 years and went back to it, you'd be a little bit rusty. But this whole episode, it was great to see that that his connection with the Force was coming back, and you get to see a bit more Force powers. A little bit. It's like one of the glasses about to break in and the end of the water and things, and he's holding back onto it. And I thought it was a nice little visual effects of it. It's like a shimmer. You can't quite see it, but it's there, like a force holding it and things. And I thought that was really nice. You see it more when he moves his hand out and tries to push the water across. You see it a bit more there. But I really, really enjoyed that. I thought it was a really good bit of visual effects, and the sound effect was slightly different instead of the noise you usually get for them using the Force as a Force push or something. But it was really nice to have that slight difference and things on there. And then he has to leg it out of there. And one of my things are going, it's like he's getting stronger in the Force again, but still no Force speed. We've only ever seen Force speed being used once in the movies, in my recollection, and that's in Phantom Menace when Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan get away from the droidicars on the Trade Federation ship, and they zoom down the corridor. That's the only ever time we get to see somebody using Force speed. So we get to see people using Force jump quite a lot, but no Force speed. So we want to see more Force speed. Come on. We got a comment from Lucas Durham Styles. I want a lightsaber. You want a lightsaber? Where's my lightsaber gone? Aha, there it is. Got a lightsaber. This one's killed younglings. Maybe I should get a better lightsaber. I do have more lightsabers. I have custom built ones that we've made ourselves and things like that. But I am going back to Disney World next year, and I am going to be doing the lightsaber build experience. I can't wait for it. Or do you mean a real lightsaber? Yeah, we all want a real lightsaber. So, what blade color would you like, Lucas? That is a good question. And Piotr, and anyone else who's watching, pop down in the comments what color blade you would like. My favorite color is green, and I also like the what that represents is like you're a Force user. So Qui-Gon and Yoda, very strong in the Force, so they have more of a green blade there. Sell the Youngling Slayer 9000 for $26. That saber cost a little bit more than $26. Well, just a little bit. Add a zero on probably. Anyway, right. So we're back on. We see Obi-Wan and he's like swimming and things like that, and I love the fact that he's got we have some bots coming on here. Let's report that. Let's have a look. Yeah, do that one. Okay, sorry about that, guys. We shall get rid of that. I don't know how that arrived on there. Okay, let's remove that, hide that. There we go. Interesting. So we got a spabber coming on here, a bot on here. So Lucas said purple, green, yellow, or silver. Really interesting, cool. Yeah, silver. When you play games like what was it? Knights of the Old Republic, you can get like silver blades and stuff like that, which is pretty awesome. I do like those customizations of the different blade colors in Knights of the Old Republic, and again in like things like Jedi Fallen Order. But we digress. Let's go on with episode 4 of part 4 of Obi-Wan. So when he's swimming, he's got like an old, he's like from Phantom Menace again. He's got the rebreather that he was using there, and I'm pretty sure he's still got a Jedi communicator. So it's like if somebody checked him when like wandering around things, they would probably know that he was a Jedi and things, really. But anyway. And then the whole scene then with Third Sister and Leia, it's like she is ready to physically torture a 10-year-old child. Now, there's no coming back from that, really, is it? Like, she is dark side. She is willing to do that, which is quite horrific, really. Like, so her character is pretty damning, and she plays it really well, because she's quite calm and everything, and you can see she gets annoyed and peeved and stuff with things, and it's just I really want to know more of her backstory, and I hope we will actually know more of her backstory. I did hear a rumor this morning that she was getting her own series. I don't know whether that's true, but we shall see. And I like the fact that Leia is quite strong with, even though she hasn't been trained. She was resisting the Force probe of Third Sister, and she wasn't quite getting in. And this is a bit of the cheekiness with Leia when she's going, "Is this a stare contest?" I thought that was a pretty nice thing on there. It reminded me a bit of Poe in Force Awakens, when he's like, when Kylo Ren is just staring at him, he's going, "Do you talk first or I talk first? What's going on?" So I thought that was quite interesting there. Obi-Wan comes across the tomb, pretty much, and he says this is what they're hiding, a tomb. It's a Jedi tomb, so looks like all the Jedi that they've killed, whether from Order 66, because there was a youngling in like a training helmet in there, they were all encased in like this amber stuff, and I thought that was very horrific, really horrific. And you can see the emotiveness again with Obi-Wan McGregor playing that part, and I don't quote me on this one. I'm gonna need to watch it again, but I'm pretty sure that youngling that was there is. It looked very much like the youngling that goes up to Anakin during Order 66 and goes, "Master, what should we do?" And then he like ignites the thing, and he's like the one that craps himself. I'm pretty sure that is that one, but I don't really know. I would have liked to have seen some more famous ones that we all know of. I think there were some that we might have known, but again, I've only seen the episode once, so I haven't looked into detail of who was in there. But it would have been nice to see one of the council or something like that in there. So just to be like, yeah, that is during Order 66, and not just the ones the Inquisition have hunted. Peter says, if you see if this Joe come to the spam purge at removes the bot thing. Thanks very much, Piotr. We do have a lot of restrictions on our channel, and they don't tend to come through so much, so I don't know how that one seeped through, because usually it's already automatically deleted, but that one came through. Don't know how. Apologies about that. Lucas said she seemed ever so slightly regretful of having to torture Leia, but yeah, she's still brutal. I agree with that, Lucas. It's like you could see that she didn't want to do it, but she did as well. It's like do I have to torture a 10-year-old kid? But I really, really need Vader's favor, pretty much. Like, you ever try the Star Wars tabletop RPG or something like that? Actually, I have, but it was a homebrew. Right when the day that Force Awakens came out, I created a Star Wars D&D mission, and it was based off Knights of the Old Republic, actually, and you had Revan in it and things like that, and it was based off a lot of the Sith Lords that you find, and I give the players, because I was DMing it, I give the players the opportunity to be Sith, like hidden Sith in there, and we did have a bit of PvP going on there, and it was pretty cool. Johnny VR, who does the Doctor Who videos on this channel, he was there, and he was part one. He was a Jedi, obviously. He's a good boy. He's a good boy, Johnny. So yeah, no, it's really cool. Because I based it off the box set that it was the Star Wars RPG, and I'm gonna have to play the actual RPG at some point, I think, because I've still got it and things. So yeah, I will have to do that. I'm gonna quickly talk about what I've got, the Speeder Assault. So we all really know them as, we previously knew them as Snow Speeders, but even in Empire Strikes Back, they don't refer to them as Snow Speeders. They just refer to them as Speeders that they are changing to working the snow. So they've never been Snow Speeders. They've always been Speeders, and which they adapted for Hoth. So it was really cool to see. Dylan says, I remember the portrayal. Dylan was actually there for the Star Wars RPG. So hi Dylan, how's it going? So the Speeders come in and they help Obi escape by blasting up the hangar. That's right. I couldn't remember. I couldn't think of the word then. The hangar bay. They were blasting all that up, and they do manage to get on board. I don't know how they managed to fit 2 adults and a child in the space of one small gunner seat, but that's another thing. And they fly off, and to stop Third Sister from attacking that one, these Speeders there, and it's literally from the angle that they use, they're not that far away, and I just thought the shot looked stupid. They did need to be further back, I think, to make it look better, in my opinion. And then it goes to fly off, and it just throws something at it, and it blows up. And then we were like, oh, okay, so they died, right? And then they made the whole fuss of Wade didn't make it. Oh no, who the hell's Wade? Oh, that other guy. Yeah, you need to establish an emotive thing. It's like if that the officer lady, I can never remember her name. Did I write it down? I think I did. I did write it down somewhere. Where did I put it? I really should put these notes more. Officer lady there, Tala. There we go, Tala. So yeah, it's like if she died, then I would feel a bit more like, oh, okay, because you can see she's trying to help people and things like that. Whereas this is just a random person going, "We're not soldiers," and then yeah, happy days. But there we go. That is my review of episode 4 or part 4 of Obi-Wan Kenobi. This one I'm going to give probably. What am I going to give with this one? I think I'm going to give a 7 with this one, because it was a little bit slower. Yes, we had some cool things. Oh, really cool part when Obi-Wan cut out the lights, and then all of a sudden then you just see the saber going, and then and killed the 2 stormtroopers. Love that scene a little bit. It's like there's bits on like that I really, really did enjoy. But I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10. So it's like I really enjoyed the first 2. I give them a 9 out of 10 for the first 2. Last week I think I give it an 8 and 7. So hopefully next week we'll be back up to the 8s and 9s next week. I will probably never ever give a 10, just to let you guys know. I might go 9.5, but yeah, never will go to a 10. Let me know though, guys, what your ratings are of part 4 of Obi-Wan in the comments down below. Now next week, because we got Ms. Marvel and Obi-Wan out on Wednesdays and things, and I cannot review both of them on the same day, and unfortunately I am on the road again with work, so I won't be able to do my Ms. Marvel review on Wednesday next week. So I'm going to try and do Ms. Marvel review on Friday next week, and then I will do my Obi-Wan review on Saturday for you there. So make sure to tune in for that. We've got lots and lots of stuff coming out, so please do click that subscribe button and the notification bell. From July onwards, we will be giving you 2 Disney themed or Disney owned type of videos every single week. So it's a lot more work for us, but we want to give you as much content as possible, and various different content as well, not just reviews or trailers, things like that. We're going to try and spice things up a little bit more, so make sure you do click that subscribe button and the notification bell. What else have we got? Oh, well, we just did a live stream of Aliens, Alien Fire Team the other day with myself, Johnny VR, and George. George came back on to to do some gaming things, so make sure to check Skybot Gaming on YouTube for that. I think that's everything. Lucas has said really want to see Ahsoka. Ahsoka, I think, is going to be a really great series, and I can't wait for that to come out. I'm not too sure what the stories will be, but really do enjoy that coming out. Piotr says thanks for the review, sir. You are most welcome. Thanks very much for coming along and chatting, guys, and I will see you next week. So I'll see you Thursday evening for Ms. Marvel, and then I'll see you on Friday evening for Ms. Marvel, and then I'll see you Saturday next week for another Obi-Wan review. But until next time, bye.